On July 1st of this year, the interest rates on Stafford student loans, the same loans that many of you used to help pay for college, are set to double. And that means some hardworking students will be paying about $1,000 extra just to get their education. So I've called on Congress to prevent this from happening. What we said is simple. Now is not the time to make school more expensive for our young people.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's some in Congress who disagree. They say keeping the interest rate low isn't the way to help our students. They say we should be doing everything we can to pay down the national debt. Well, so long as it doesn't include taxing billionaires. But their position is that students just have to make this rate increase work. Frankly, I don't buy it.
Down, 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 down. He went around the world and apologized for America.
We will not apologize for our way of life.
He's also failed to communicate that military options are on the table.
I will not hesitate to use force when it is necessary to defend the United States and its interests.
He said that he was going to lower taxes for the middle class. Hasn't done that yet.
We cut taxes. We cut taxes for 95% of working families.
The reason we have high gasoline prices, maybe it's related to the fact that you stopped drilling in the Gulf.
Under my administration, we have a near record number of oil rigs operating.
Guess how many agreements this president's put in place? 0.
Last month, we finalized a trade agreement with South Korea that will support at least 70,000 American jobs.
In his State of the Union address, he didn't even mention the debt or the deficits.
When it comes to the deficit, we've already agreed to more than $2 trillion in cuts and savings. Debt, the deficit, 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 debt. That's how we'll reduce our deficit.
This is a president who fundamentally believes that this next century is a post-American century.
We will lead the way forward, and we will make the next century another great American century. So in love with you.
For purple mountains' majesty above the fruited plain.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm a Christian, but you don't need to be in the pew every Sunday to know that there's something wrong in this country when gays can serve openly in the military, but our kids can't openly celebrate Christmas or pray in school. As president, I'll end Obama's war on religion, and I'll fight against liberal attacks on our religious heritage. Faith made America strong. It can make her strong again.
But my view is the same as it's been from the beginning, which is I don't favor civil union if it's identical to marriage, and I don't favor marriage between people of the same gender.
If a civil union, if a bill granting civil union says this is not marriage, would you be open to it?
I'm not going to weigh in on Colorado's process. I had in my state a process relating to gay marriage and civil union. I expressed my view then, and it remains the same.
Should children brought here illegally by their parents and raised here receive in-state college tuition?
No. My view is that to receive in-state college tuition, a person should be a legal resident of the United States.
Medical use.
Aren't there issues of significance that you'd like to talk about? We've got enormous issues that we face. But you want to talk? Go ahead. Do you want to talk about medical?
Country profoundly changed. The America our founders had created was fundamentally altered, and certainly not for the better. Another critical component of my economic plan is my Made in the USA jobs plan. Today, too many of the great innovative products America invents are simply manufactured overseas. In fact, we've gone from about 21% of the workforce involved in manufacturing down to 9%.
My life be like,
That idea, it should be defeated. This whole health care proposal by President Obama is really quite a joke. This bill might affect end-of-life decisions, taking away people's right to make those decisions, potentially the issue of publicly funded abortions.
What provision of this bill specifically would lead anybody to rationally believe that a death panel might emerge in a decade?
If you have a system like the United Kingdom, where their breast cancer survival rates...
We don't, Governor. With all due respect, this does not give us a system like the United Kingdom.
We are passing down to the next generation a country that is less powerful, less compassionate, less competitive, and less confident.
I believe the NRA has been too timid.
What do they want?
Well, I don't know what they want, but I think they think that the banks have given them a raw deal over the last few years.
I don't have facts to back this up. If you don't have a job and you're not rich, blame yourself. You don't.
Yo.
We are the Saudi Arabia of oil. We are the Saudi Arabia of natural gas. America is the Saudi Arabia of coal.
Appreciate and value everyone's culture. But guess what? Not all cultures are equal.
We've moved into the realm of gangster government.
Not to be forgotten, but still unforgiven. But in the meantime, there are those who want to talk this and that. So I suppose that it gets to a point where feelings gotta get hurt.
More troops in Afghanistan. You're not talking about only going to war with a declaration. You don't want to deal with the monetary, financial crisis in this country. You want to keep, the system together.